Someone's in the hallway. Can you get out of the hallway, please? Hello there, it's Samantha. So today I'm coming to you with one of my favorite videos to ever make because I love this time of year. Well, it happens twice a year and it's my favorite time. Today I'm coming to you with my TBR for the Biannual Bibliothon. I love the Biannual Bibliothon. I don't know if you knew this, but I've literally been taking part since it began. I took part in the very first one, winter of 2015? 16? 15? 16? No, 2015. Oh my god. This is the 4th winter Biannual Bibliothon. Oh my god, that's crazy. I didn't even know that. Anyway, I took part in the very first one. I've taken part in all but one. Unfortunately, I was doing my exams one time, so I couldn't take part. But I've taken part in almost every single one. I love it. It's great. It's such a fun time. If you don't know what the Biannual Bibliothon is, it is a week-long readathon that happens twice a year. It runs from the 20th to the 26th of January, and there are reading challenges and video challenges, and I think there are now Instagram challenges and maybe even blog challenges. I don't know, they're expanding, definitely. I will link the Biannual Bibliothon channel down below so you can find out all of the information. But it is so much fun. I have loved it every single time. It always pushes me to do more creative videos because of the challenges, and it's just a fun time. Today I'm coming to you with my to-be-read pile. So here are all of the books that I plan on reading to complete the various challenges. The first challenge is to read the group book, and the group book this time around is Otherworld by Jason Segel and Kristen Miller. I don't really know what this book is about, and I think I'm gonna read it, but I'm gonna pick it up on Kindle, and I think I'm gonna leave it till like the last book I read just because I'm not that interested in it. I do love Jason Segel though, so I'm interested to see him writing something because obviously I've seen him in How I Met Your Mother. It would be interesting to see how his writing is. The next challenge is to read a sequel, and for that one I'm hoping to read A Torch Against the Night by Salva Tahir. This is a long time coming. I've been meaning to read this book since I read the first book back in 2016. I really enjoyed the first book and I've been meaning to read this one for so long, so it's about time I get to it. If I don't get time to read this book though, I will try and read The Unbound by Victoria Schwab. That's the sequel to The Archive, but the only problem is I read The Archives during the last Bibliothon and I really struggled with it, so I'm slightly concerned about picking up The Unbound during a readathon, so I'm gonna try and pick this up instead because I finished the first one really quickly, so hopefully I can read this. The next challenge is to read a book that you've never heard of, and for this one I'm hoping to complete that with Otherworld again. Obviously I've heard the title, but I don't know what it's about. I've never really heard of Jason Segel writing anything. That's what I'm going to try and use to complete that one. The next challenge is to read a book featuring mental illness, and for that I'm going to be reading Turtles All the Way Down by John Green. I'm so excited because I've been meaning to read this for a long time, but I only just got it in December, so I haven't picked it up yet because I knew that this was a challenge for the Biannual Bibliothon, and I don't have any other books that feature mental illness actually at the moment because this isn't my full selection of books. This is what I'm hoping to read for that. I'm very excited because I've loved John Green's other books. The next challenge is to read a book mentioned in another book or film or something like that, or a TV show, and for that one I'm going to go for Animal Farm by George Orwell. I haven't actually witnessed this book being mentioned in other media, but I know it has been mentioned in a few TV shows and things like that because I googled it. Basically I've been meaning to read Animal Farm for the longest time. I've never read a single Orwell book. I'm meaning to read it for a while. And also this completes the next challenge, which is to read a book under 200 pages because this is actually under 100 pages, so it definitely completes that challenge. So that's the main reason for me wanting to pick it up. So I'm hopefully gonna get to this one. And the final challenge is to read a backlist title, and by that it means a book that is published before 2017. And for that one I'm also going to use a book that I've already mentioned, and that is A Torch Against the Night by Salva Tahir. It will also work with The Unbound if I read that instead because The Unbound was published a few years ago. Either one of those. So these are all the books that I'm planning on reading during the Biannual Bibliothon. I am going back to school during that week. I'm already back at university, but I haven't gone to any classes yet. But they do start on that Monday, so I don't know how much reading I'll get done, but I'm hoping to get quite a bit done because I probably won't have that much work to do. So hopefully I can fill my time with reading books. But that's why I've only put 4 books on my TBR instead of choosing 7 books. Please let me know what books you're planning on reading down below. If you're not taking part, I definitely suggest you should. You still have plenty of time to gather your TBR and start filming those videos, so I would definitely suggest you do it. It's so much fun. But that is going to be all for today's video, so I hope you liked it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, feel free to subscribe down below, and if you want to be notified whenever I post a new video, you can go ahead and click that bell icon and you'll get a notification every single time I post, which means when I post my video challenges you can be the first one to watch it if you want to be. Anyway, that is going to be all, so hopefully I'll see you very soon with another video. Bye!